Hi Sagittarius, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, for your amazing presence. But do keep in mind as we proceed, this is general, so just take what resonates. And it's meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you were guided or drawn to this video, not just following when I post it. But I do more than appreciate the love and support as always, the likes, the comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. Now, the overall message I channeled for you for your next 48, the pride of a warrior, so much happiness lies ahead. So much happiness lies ahead. So with that said and done, let's pull from the Divine Animals Oracle and see what we have to look forward to. Alrighty. I do feel as if you have been through more than meets the eye being drawn to this reading, being drawn to the title in of itself. Having that pride of a warrior, right? And I do feel like your pride in regards to what you've been through, what you've overcome, that's taking a highlight. You again going through up until this point and currently for some, more than meets the eye, more than even people that are close to you realize. And this could be tied to your spirituality, it could be tied to certain connections or one in particular, it could be your career, money struggles for some. I do feel as if the ups and downs of your path up until this point have made you so much stronger than you ever were, right? It's that continuous growth and overcoming and gaining of strength that is being highlighted in the next 2 days. And I feel like you're very skilled, but I also just feel like, okay, a Gemini is going to come to mind. There's a lot of happiness lying ahead, and that's taking a highlight as well. Because I feel like you at times do expect the worst, or you get a little bit concerned or worried or fully. And I feel like the pride that people have for you is taking a highlight for some, but I also feel like more likely you're going to see your pride for your people, whether it's your family, friends, people that you work with. That's taking a highlight. I'm hearing I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I feel like you as well understand that somebody you're close to, that you're connected to, potentially energetically, goes through as well more than meets the eye. Even though you don't have full clarity on regards to how that is or what it is they go through, you just feel that they go through a ton. And it might be evident through the gateway to their soul. But I feel like as well, you need to remember that people do see through your mannerisms, your energy, your aura, that gateway to your soul, again, your eyes, that you do go through a ton and potentially are at this time. The Songlines Orca card came out. I do feel as if there's peaceful happiness ahead for you. There's a sense of you needing to heal in the next 48 from whatever you've been going through, potentially overworking oneself or just working oneself in a, they're saying moderate manner. I don't like that wording. In a, not overworking oneself, but just healing from work, right? Or taking care of oneself, or both. But there's a feeling of you being very connected to music with the Songlines card coming out. I do feel like your dreams are taking a highlight. If you look at that imagery, there's going to be an important phone call in the next 48. Whether you make that call, but some of which are getting a call with good news. But I also feel like there's spam that you need to look out for, whether it's more so in your email. Don't click on links in your email when it comes to text messages, especially random ones. Yeah, you might also find that spam calls come in. I've been dealing with a lot of that recently as I get one. But I do feel like there's stability lying ahead for you because of all your hard work, because of your good-hearted nature, because people are looking out for you. And I feel like some important decisions, choices that you've made and will make moving forward, don't overthink in the next 48. That's coming through for a reason. I do feel like you need to at times open up more, right? And that's going to take a highlight, being a bit guarded due to one, if not multiple, difficult connections from the past, all you've been through, fearful of how people are going to potentially view you or affect things for you. I get a very protective vibe about you in regards to yourself, again, your people, potentially what you've been working on, or your money. Okay, you might have dealt with one, if not multiple, financial scams or difficulties in the past. Does that make sense? Highlight on your ups and downs financially that people may not be fully or at all aware of. But that, I don't feel like it lies ahead in your future, right? I sense that financial stability is part of your future, being drawn to this reading. Beautiful. Who doesn't want to hear that? Sorry, as my shirt just slides on down. Observation. I do feel as if you're being observed by the spiritual realm, by certain spirits, and they're thinking about how you've changed. But I also feel like you're thinking about how much your people have changed, a sense of pride in regards to that, but a bit of a desire to know more, to want to have clarity on why that's happening or how they're going to change moving forward. Let go, okay? Let go of the desire for more information, because I feel like that's going to drive you a little bit crazy at certain points up in your head. But I do feel, and it could interfere with how you interact with that person or those people or other people. But I do feel like you're very observant in the next 48 in certain ways, and that's taking a highlight. I feel like you're watched over, okay? Have kept a close eye on it. Okay, you keeping a close eye on what you've been working on, potentially wanting something to grow, to prosper, wanting an ending to come to be for some. Don't keep your eyes on the clock. I mean, at times there might be one, if not multiple, angel numbers of importance, but it's not going to benefit you to say you want the workday to come to a close, you want to reach a certain time on the treadmill or whatever workout machine, or you just want the day to sort of speed on by for whatever reason. It's not going to help you, obviously. Time will go by a bit slower or fully if you keep watching the clock. And I also feel like don't make oneself nervous in regards to getting somewhere on time. You just will. Just give yourself enough time ahead. But anyways, that was horribly put. The secrets card. Yeah, I feel like people are keeping secrets from you. That's life. I mean, I do feel as if you're sensing that someone's being a little bit secretive for the better of their situation. There's a feeling that you're not pushing for these secrets to come to the surface because you know that it may rock the boat, and you're just trying to maintain a level of peace, wanting to make the best out of that connection or multiple, the time you have with people. I feel like there's a very reflective vibe about you where at times it's not going to help you with your inner peace, right? So when that happens, check oneself and say, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to bring myself back to the present moment and again, make the best out of what's at hand, and potentially being a bit of a busybody at certain points in the next 48. But again, there's a need to heal. There's a significance when it comes to one, if not multiple dreams for some drawn to the reading. But I feel like you're keeping one, if not multiple secrets, and that's going to take a highlight. But I feel like you're very responsible being drawn to this reading. Bear with me. And that's as well being highlighted. That was a lot from the Oracle. Let's actually pull some Gilded Tarot and see what else we get for you. You're on your way to so much happiness once again, and there's a sense of you at times being very proud in a positive sense. But there's also a reminder not to let your pride get in your way. You might have heavy Leo in your chart, or be connected to one, if not multiple, or just be embodying that Leo nature at certain points. There's a disconnect. Okay, some of which thinking about how you do not have that perfect connection, or you don't have that communication with one, if not multiple people that you wish to. Again, I feel like if you're looking for that communication of importance, could be an approval, an acceptance, an interview, something of the sort, that's coming in. Could be an expected ending that you're looking to get communication in regards to, or an approval once again. Anyways, the Nine of Wands, because I feel like there's a bit of a burnt out vibe about you. There's a focus on physical pain, aches for some. Don't overdo it when it comes to taking care of oneself, but don't forget to water your well-being, to implement self-care all the meanwhile. Don't put oneself in a state of disappointment by expecting too much from, say, a connection or a job. It could be in regards to expecting a lot from oneself, but I feel like past heartbreak is taking a highlight. And I feel like that's tying into what people don't realize you've been through. Very interesting and a bit heavy. But I also feel like there's a lack of toxicity in one, if not multiple situations in the next 48, and you deserve this. You deserve to recognize that what you've left behind was purposeful. Okay, let's pull one or two more before we pull a Moonology card. The Three of Pentacles, because I feel like you're gaining a lot of attention, but you might not be noticed by one, if not multiple people that you wish to, again, be connected with more, or in general. But I do sense that people are noticing you online for some. But I also sense that people are thinking about you at a distance, even if they haven't reached out, or even if they've been a bit secretive. There's a feeling that you deserve this healthy respect, honor, attention. because I feel like you at times have received certain attention, certain levels of attention that hasn't been healthy. Potentially one if not multiple toxic people. Don't make yourself nervous by thinking about past endings, difficult occurrences, situations. But when things don't feel ultra heavy at certain points in the next 48, ask oneself why. Is this because of a change or multiple? Is this because I wasn't overthinking? Is this because I was wrapped up with this person or this situation? I do feel as if there's something to remember and or learn when it comes to that realization. Let's pull Moonology here too before we wrap this up. Communication is key. Yeah, I feel like it's not always going to be that simple and not everything's black and white. But I do feel as if at times you need to express oneself to one if not multiple people you're wrapped up with when they frustrate you, or you just need to get it out of your system. There's a feeling of you needing to recognize that opening up and speaking about what you've been through or what you're going through at this time is going to help you heal and not get to a point of explosion or just overwhelming emotion, okay? You don't have to do it on your own is what I'm getting. We get that you're independent, right? But you don't have to do it on your own. I feel like there's people that care about you and will support you and be there for you. A shoulder to lean on is what I'm getting. It's time to release negativity, all right? If you find oneself getting negative or expecting the worst in the next 48, let it dissipate, all right? Embrace, bring on back a positive, optimistic outlook and perspective, as I do feel like you will manifest what you're expecting at this time, at least to a certain extent. A Scorpio could play into your next 48 or come to mind. You might have an altercation or just a little hiccup in that connection if you do have a Scorpio you're connected to of importance. Meditate and contemplate. I feel like this will help you come back to your connection with your higher self, help you feel more grounded. I feel like this will potentially give you one if not multiple moments of clarity or remembrance, all right? The next 48 is going to feel kind of busy, right? But I feel like you're creating that busyness as your hard work does pay off, okay? The next 48 reminds you that you do have the pride of a warrior. You've been through a lot, my friend, but there's so much happiness lying ahead, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your next 48, and I'll see you next time.